Now that New Age is here, Jetts don't exist outside of their confined room. If you still have one lying around and haven't transferred them, no matter what you do, you're forced into this room to job change. For such a uniquely fun class, it's sad to me that they decided to purge them all rather than put in the effort for a region exclusive class. They had sick mobility, cool animations, they were just massive in bosses with their spaceship essentially counting as a however many seconds long iframe, varying on its skill level. Like, I was actually going to make Jett my first 250 pirate and started investing in them 2 days before their removal announcement. Even recording this footage just made me sad realizing this class won't exist for anyone at all to play a week from now. It's weird thinking people that mained this class and invested tons of levels and time and money into just got forced into instead playing any other explorer. I know some of these people too. When that announcement first came out back in April, they just all felt defeated. They didn't want to change to any other class, and I can't blame them. How would you feel if whatever class was your main, after a scheduled maintenance, no hinting at it beforehand in any capacity, was just unable to be created in any form? Then, Nexon puts out a news article saying they're deleting it later this year. Like, if they announced Ho-Young is being deleted at any point, I'd honestly probably give up on this game entirely. Granted, they're probably not going to delete any classes again, at least for a while. I'm pretty sure any classes that Korea MapleStory gets are safe forever. Anything outside of there are always potentially on the chopping block, like Kana and Hayato. Beast Tamer is still on the line too, judging by how they're delaying their 6th job until, as they said at Maplefest, the first half of next year. That's a way more in-depth class than Jett ever was. They got tons of skills per animal form and require way more effort to make a 6th job for. It's not off the table that Nexon might try and think of some way to justify removing them too. Just be on the lookout for that. I hope they stick around. I love their Link skill and they're fun. Nothing plays close to them. They're also one of the best classes to simulate a circus with skill-wise, only second to Blaze Wizard. I'd like to think and oh so hope they don't get removed. They might get a super overhaul rework alongside their 6th job reveal to further future-proof them, or maybe make their 6th job be entirely separate from all of their other forms? Boost their 5th job skills? I have no idea at this point. As I said though, every other class is pretty safe at this point. Hayato and Kana being revealed to get 6th jobs was huge, even if Kana's are still suffering heavily to this day with their 6th job being pretty miserable compared to everyone else's. Some point in the future, they might try justifying their removal too, but I don't think so. All of this Sengoku everything in JMS that got brought over to GMS seems very high effort, from all the unique maps and areas to the bosses and quest lines. Back to Jett though, I don't know if they'll ever come back in any playable form, but judging by the fact Nexon decided to remove them entirely, my guess is probably not. Maybe references in future events or quests, or paying homage to them in some form. If they keep Stellar Detectives, that's homage enough, since Jett still plays a big role in that whole storyline. You can even get a medal immortalizing their name. Also an iframe ring, Kerr's ring, if you wanted to put up with doing Hyperspace Cube for like a weekish. Get those while they still exist. I mainly wanted to make this video to celebrate the good parts of Jett though, rather than be doom and gloomy about their removal, so here's some more stuff I like about them. Their whole aesthetic was the first space-themed class in the game before Dawn Warrior absorbed that identity with their Ignition rework. They were the last remaining pirate class that used a mount in their kit, which in my opinion is the original essence of pirates in Maple, with Corsair having a boat pre-read for all their attacks, at 4th job onward. At least Wild Hunter still exists. They're pretty fun even if their Jaguar Storm skill confuses me still. The spaceship was really cool. It made your health gigantic and had its own attacks, as well as let you use a handful of your own attacks while in it, and it just let you fly wherever you felt like for a period of time. They could get past the golems in Lucid completely effortlessly with Vortex Cross. I don't think any other class in the game currently can do this without an iframe. They had one of the highest movement speeds of any class in the game too, and their flash jump went flying anytime you used it. Their Legion block was crit damage, which is extremely nice, and the only other classes to have this block are Shade and Hayato, and Mojuan outside of GMS. Their Link skill was its own system that had multiple items to re-roll it for more stats, lock it in place for however many days you felt like, and I think a tier-up system like how Cubes had. Jett's whole aesthetic to me felt heavily inspired by Cowboy Bebop, space-themed, also a bounty hunter slash outlaw, shares a name with one of the main characters of the show, and she also had her own ship. Lastly, their whole design looked really cool. I'm glad we got Jett's beginner outfit as an NX outfit. Wish we got the gun too. Honestly, I wish Nexon would give us the option to have all the starting gear as NX outfits. That's the whole reason I anviled my Ho-Young's cape with the Apprentice Sage one. I love how it looks and it goes over the shoulder and covers a bit of the arm. To end this video off, I'll say this. This game is riddled with the fear of missing out and has been pretty much its entire existence. Enjoy your classes that you like as they are now, while you still can, because it's not always a guarantee that in the future they'll stick around. Same with their skills. There's so many old Maple skills I still miss to this day, like Shadower's Assaulter, or Battle Mage's Twister, or all of Kana's Damage and Purpose. At the very least, if the changes to this game come from KMS, we got more or less about half a year to prepare for said changes, so keep an eye on Orange Mushroom or People Up in Arms on the Maple subreddit for future changes. Also, Nexon, please give Phantom their rework soon. I loved that class, and over time their kit's just been rotting away. That's all.